welcome. The New York Knicks are the 2026 NBA champions. Oh my God. Forget about this jersey and wearing it. I'm so happy for them. I can't believe they won. But let's get down to business because what I want to talk about today is Jalen fucking Brunson. That man has changed the future of the NBA forever. Now, if you remember how the NBA has been going, it was a situation where everyone was talking about the big man, the tall guard. Everyone wanted the new Paul George archetype. Like 6'8", can handle the ball. That was the future of the NBA. Positionless, no more rooms for guys like under 6'3", 6'2", 6'1". That's what people have been saying for years now. And Wemby is like the culmination of what people thought the new NBA would be. Wemby was like, all right, he's like what 7'4", he can handle, he can shoot. That's the direction we're going. But then you had Jalen Brunson. He's what was 6'1", 6'2". I'm Jalen Brunson. Well, officially I'm 6'6", but anyway. So yeah, you had Jalen Brunson, and people have been disrespecting him. In fact, let me show you this quote right here. We all remember this quote. You got to have a 1A dude, and they're missing that. Jalen Brunson is too small. If your best player is small, you're not winning. Stockton, Iverson, Nash, Curry are the only exceptions. First of all, Iverson didn't win anything, but I love Iverson. But yeah, this was a narrative against Jalen. They said Jalen isn't winning anything because he's too small. But look, David beat Goliath. He led the New York Knicks as the 1A superstar, not only to win a championship, which is the hardest championship of all time. I don't care nothing about what they're talking about Dirk. I didn't really watch that. I don't even care because technically Braun wasn't at his best at the time. He choked. This one right here, the run he went through, Detroit to get here as I think is the greatest run ever. Because again, keep in mind, bro is 6'1", 6'2". And now all of a sudden, because now that he has won, the NBA is going to start thinking. They're going to start thinking that, you know what? Maybe we do have room for guys that, aren't that tall. Maybe we do have... Ooh. I swear I have a good reason for this thing being here. But like, yeah, like maybe we do have an opportunity to give smaller guys the chance. But again, that also shows you how the NBA is like overly a copycat league. I think I saw that somewhere. Now, because Jalen won, they're going to start looking for taller players. Let me see. Where did I keep that shit? As you can see, I saved too much. I saved too many things. No. Bloody hell. But anyway, that's literally what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, there we go. NBA Central. An anonymous Western Conference scout says that Jalen Brunson has brought back the prototype of a small guard who can lead a team. Brunson has the top physical point guard that can lead a team. Well, that's the fact that people don't really have minds of their own. They didn't really know which direction they wanted to go. But I suppose the point of this is that, yes, size matters. Is an athletic league. You need to be tall. You need to be athletic. But at the end of the day, it's a game that you play with your heart and it's a game that you play with your skill. And you cannot just look at a person and judge. Okay, that's how I feel about the Knicks. I'm so happy for them. I might become a Knicks fan. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Obviously, I've always found their fans interesting. In general, I love New York, but plus I'm an Arsenal fan, so the fact that they did the whole Arsenal New York thing this in just the space of a few months, we won for the first time after 22 years. They won for the first time. I think the first time in their history. They haven't been to the final in like 50 something years, 53 years, and the fact that they won was in fucking insane. But yeah, really happy for them. And speaking of, is it like heart over height, the heart over height discussion? We can compare someone like, what's the name of that bum ass dude? The Andre Ayton rebounds. 8.0 rebounds per game. Keep in mind, this animal is how tall? 7 foot. Let's say 7 foot. Let's say yeah, he's like you 7 foot, 252, averaging eight rebounds per game. To be honest, that's more than I expected. I expected worse. But let's compare him to Russell Westbrook. Rebounds. Let's see. Sacramento Kings. No, no, no. Obviously now he's washed. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find when he was. When was he in his prime? Was it 2016? I should just put OKC. OKC is when he won MVP, right? Let's see. Let's see. Anyway, fuck it. He broke the triple double record, which means he was averaging 10. And keep in mind, he is 6'3". Then you have people like this, who for some reason look like they don't really want to play basketball, who really for some reason look like they're not interested. You're literally as tall as the rim, but you're averaging 12 points. You look lazy, you look lethargic, you don't want to go for rebounds, you don't want to go for dunks. So yeah, people at the end of the day are very superficial. They're superficial in real life, they're superficial in sports. They don't always like to look at the character of a person before making a judgment. They just want the easy way out. They just want to see, okay, the easy thing. All right, okay, he run fast, he jumps. But like, what if he can't play? Or simply, what if he just doesn't have the heart to play well? Which is literally DeAndre Ayton. I've hated that man since he played on the Suns because I think if he locked in, the Suns could have beaten Milwaukee. I'm low-key a Giannis hater. I think Giannis is a nice guy, but like it's just one of those things. Like fuck it. LOL. All right, let's start addressing the things I'm supposed to be addressing. Since I'm here, this is just a blind rant about Steve Nash. I might make another video on this, but I will never forgive Steve Nash for costing Kevin Durant his ring when he played for the Brooklyn Nets. He was clearly not meant for that job. Now, Loki, it's his fault. You can blame Kyrie, you can blame KD, because what the fuck were they talking about? Oh my god, we don't need a coach. To be honest, I love Kyrie, but it's like dumbass things like that is when if people criticize him, I can't even complain. I can't even say too much because why would you even say something like that? Of course, you need a coach. How can you disrespect the leader of the team, the person putting all the pieces together? But at the same time, I understand that in basketball, the superstars are far more important to the team than really in any other sports. For example, in football, I don't care how good one player is, you're not doing anything on your own. You need everybody else to lock in as well. And it's the coach, manager that puts everything together that makes everyone lock in. Basketball it's a little bit different because it's a high scoring game and there are only 5 players per team. So the impact of one great player is a bit more than the impact of a great player in a sport where 11 people played in one team. So I can understand where the mentality comes from of saying, okay, we don't need a coach. But still, that was a wildly immature because at the end of the day, great coaches make a difference in the NBA. And it's so ironic that that's Brooklyn Nets team with KD, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie. They're literally a perfect example of why you need a good coach because that's the reason they lost. They're a case study. Let's see, Brooke. I forgot to spell. Is it all 20? What was it, 2020 or 2021? I don't remember. Yeah, right here. This team right here. Yeah, we don't need the volume for this one. Where's the yeah? Is literally look at the amount of skill this man had. Look at the amount of skill this players had. It's like essentially having 3 Kobe's in one, and yet they didn't win anything. And that's because of the coach. Let me stop you right here. That man Joe Harris. Joe Harris is a fucking criminal. Joe Harris is a fucking dirty criminal. He robbed the Nets. He's the reason that they didn't win. Okay, don't get me wrong. Kyrie was a reason because he didn't think he needed a coach. KD is too lackadaisical. He's not a leader. And Harden, he just wants hoes and honey buns. Like, I understand that they're. Oh, and Steve Nash is a substitute teacher. I don't even know how he got. Okay, I know how he got the job, but you get what I mean. There are a lot of problems, but this fuck nigga Harris is also a fucking issue. If you actually watched the finals versus Milwaukee, especially when they got to Game 6 and Game 7, who remembers how many shots he missed? Like, don't get me wrong, he was known as a great 3 point shooter. He's in the 3 point contest. Like, he can shoot the ball, but for some reason, his mechanics weren't working in that series at all. And that is when I personally blame Steve Nash. He should have taken him out. In OT of Game 7, he should have taken him out and put in Landry Shamet. Because if you actually watch that series, Shamet was balling. Shamet was clutch. He was making his free throws. His handle was good. But for some reason, he put in Joe, and Joe was missing shot after shot after fucking shot. So yes, Steve Nash cost the Nets that championship. He owes that team money, but to be honest, lots of people on the team are also culpable. Again, as you can see, very much. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Give me 1 second. Give me one motherfucking second. They're saying that my stream is scheduled. No, Nick, my stream is live. I'm literally live right now. What do you mean it's scheduled? What's going on? Yeah, yeah, I'm live. I'm literally live. I'm so confused. I'm not live. I've been recording, but I'm not live. Okay.